Way Community High School District 210 Finance and Building Advisory Committee to order the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
You have to pay my agent if you film me.
Christopher Abraham.
Here.
Steve Langer.
Here.
David Larson.
Here.
Chris Luchetti.
Here.
Anne Marie Mampy. Sharon Hollick. Here. Mike Murphy.
Here.
Cami Oler. Catherine Vasilakis Pleasant. Norman Roney Jr.
Here.
Monica Schmidt. Scott Tingley.
Here.
Richard Wilkie.
Here. Okay. Moving on, public comments. We have two people at the meeting of the committee. We would ask that the comments in the public comment for this meeting be directed, obviously, to the committee here and hopefully stay on task to what this committee. With that, I'd like to ask John Parrish to come up.
Thanks, good evening. Ironically, I characterized and labeled this straight talk, not the perverse, deceptive information delivered by the former superintendent over the last 15 years, financial strategy and information which, if adopted in practice, will go a long way to fix this financial dilemma. Tonight's straight talk. First, board direction on the Aunt Nancy's child care issue. However, I was disappointed to see that action has yet to be taken. The savings from which must be plugged immediately so those savings can be driven to the bottom line. Craft the solution tonight. Craft the solution on Thursday. Then identify every single other low-hanging fruit savings opportunity and immediately capitalize on them. The agenda includes 3 financial reports, which I suspect, if consistent with past meetings I've attended, will have a lack of clarity. I see this as a waste of our time, yours, and mine. There appears to be no sense of urgency to simplify financial information or to ensure transparency in the community. We deserve to know where we stand in digging ourselves out of this financial quagmire. And applies the future closing of another. Immediately create a simply stated, metrics-driven, one-page financial and publish it internally and externally through the local media. Thirdly, I think it is apparent to all and some of the elected and appointed school board members is below the bar. Certainly below the bar for the challenge of fixing this. It seems reasonable that a bona fide occupational qualification for superintendent of a district like ours requires a graduate degree in education. Academic qualification is an MBA. Therefore, it is apparent to me remedial training needs to take place with not only the sooner this financial training takes place, the faster we become equipped to solve our financial dilemma. Finally, retitle the business functions and positions of the school district to those currently in use in the private sector. First, thank you.
Kathleen Easton.
Hi. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Kathy Easton. I'm not really a finance committee person. On the agenda, the on-site daycare was on the agenda. Again, I opened Pandora's box, so my intent is really just move forward, okay? So again, I'm here tonight because on-site daycare is on the agenda. Since the board meeting is Thursday, my assumption, I'd like you to hear what I have to say before you make any recommendation. The first thing that I'm going to do is read a paragraph that comes directly from the I'm going to ask you for just a second to maybe put everything else aside and just listen to the words that I'm saying. This is really important. If the party fails to perform under this agreement, the other party shall notify the non-performing party of the default. The party that has failed to perform shall have 15 days after the receipt of this notice to correct such failure. The party serving the notice may then declare the agreement terminated, at which time the contract. I'm bringing that up tonight. The reason I'm bringing that up tonight is I've recently FOIA'd DCFS, and I've asked for a list of violations that Aunt Nancy has had in the Child Care Center just in 2013, 2014, and 2015. The report came back 45 pages long. It had dozens and dozens of violations. Now, every single violation, so let's keep in mind that some of them are small, some of them were minimal, some of them were clerical. I cannot give you an exact amount, and I can explain that if I have more time. For dozens and dozens is all I can say right now. I cannot tell you exactly how many violations were in there. But you think Aunt Nancy's is in default. Remember, everything that I'm presenting you tonight is only within the last, since 2000. The licensing representative observed that the playground needs lots of maintenance. Both of the brine climbers have peeling paint and wooden slats. The climber with the green slide is covered in bird feces. The fence that surrounds the playground is also in need of mulch in order to meet the critical height value. The second one that I will read to you. The infant toddler playground. The Police-Borough playground had a temporary structure that barely meets the requirement for a more permanent type of shelter that can provide young children with more protection. The third, that high school girls were using bathroom stalls designated for the sole use of Aunt Nancy's child care. The last one I will read tonight. Now remember, there's a 45-page report. I could go on and on. Licensing representative also observed that many flat surfaces in each of the 3 rooms were very dirty. The dish drainer in room 2 was extremely dirty. The vent in room 3 was very dirty. The edging was peeling off the edge. The infant room were dirty and needed to be washed and sanitized. This is the Child Care Center. quality that we're giving them. I will finish, and I have lots more to say. 22 of those violations came back denied because no information was available. Where is and how is this allowed? How can you not have the standards for the child care center to have that in place? Mr. Langard has as well. I have gotten the contract from Mary Sears, which does the daycare center in District 204. The 218 contract and our contract are very different. Again, I don't have time to go into it. But when if you want, the number I came up with is $4,840 a month per